And welcome into the final Caregiver Conversation by Carallel for 2023. I can't believe that 2024 is almost here, but welcome. Glad you're with us. Matt Perrin, Director of Caregiver Engagement here at Carallel, back with you today. And I'm really excited about today's session. It's a little different, right? If you've been to one of these sessions before, you've heard me say these are conversations by design, no slides. We're just having some real talk about caregiving challenges, caregiving topics, etc. Today's a little different because we're not going to be talking that much. My friend and colleague, Dr. Jeff Rubin, is here. He'll be guiding us through a meditation, and super excited about that. Hey, Jeff, how are you?
I'm good today. I'm excited about this, but I should be nice and relaxed about this because that's the point.
Love it. So before we get into it, one just random comment, love the painting in your background. But if you're joining one of these sessions for the first time, thank you, glad you're here. A quick tidbit on Carallel, we're a caregiver support company. We are there for you while you're there for your loved one, put plain and simple. We help caregivers in two primary ways. First and foremost, with one-on-one personalized support that's tailored to your specific situation. And we do that with our team of care advocates who are wonderful. And we support that we complement, I should say, that one-on-one support with My Care Desk by Carallel, which is our digital platform. Think of it as a one-stop shop for all your caregiving needs in a web browser. And we make our service available through health plans, health systems, and employers across the country. So if you're not sure whether or not you have access to the full service, ask your health plan, health system, or employer. The second piece of housekeeping doesn't really apply as much today, but this is a caregiver conversation, so I'll mention it. And we will have a little bit of time for conversation at the end. So if there are questions, perspectives, anything at all that you'd like to share, you can do so by using the chat and the Q&A icon down at the bottom of your screen. So, Jeff, this is your first time on the show, as I like to say. So really glad you're here, and we try and be super practical on these sessions. All right, we're just talking about the caregiving topics du jour that are weighing on us or could be weighing on us, right? And in the spirit of being as practical as we can, I just want to frame with a little bit of conversation about the meditation that you're going to guide us through. And then we'll get right into it. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay. And I just must say, before I ask you about the meditation, this is 8.5 years caring for my mom and my father-in-law, one living with Alzheimer's disease, the other living with Lewy body dementia. I never fully embraced meditation. I did a little bit towards the end. I wish I did, though. It is one of my caregiving regrets because I've heard from so many people about the benefit they get from it, right? It's just a really valuable self-care tool for most who try and use it. So really excited to have you here taking us through this. With that, Jeff, can you tell us a little bit about the meditation you're going to guide us through?
Yeah. So meditation comes from a lot of different places to be where it is today. For anybody who's old enough to remember the Beatles went to the Maharishi Yoga in India, and that's when meditation kind of got its shot in the arm in the Western part of the world. The meditation today comes from those roots, but it also comes from trance. And the particular trance is what's called Ericksonian hypnosis. Am I going to hypnotize you? No. I'm going to do the relaxation pieces that come with it. And I'm going to leave you with what used to be called a post-hypnotic suggestion, but I'm going to leave you with a place that you can go to in your head and say the word relax, and all the images will come back, we hope, if it works. So that's the theoretical grounding for this. But you'll recognize the tone and the voice and the whole bit. And I hope you get 15 minutes apiece.
Oh, me too. Me too. And as you were describing it, Jeff, I realized I skipped one of the most important pieces of housekeeping, which is to tell people who you are. So sorry about doing that. You're not just my buddy who I called to come have a meditation with us, but
Well, that too.
that too. But Dr. Jeff Rubin is a clinical psychologist, and also our chief clinical officer here at Carallel. So, and not to mention one of the kindest, warmest people I've had the pleasure of working with in my career. So really, really, again, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, thankful that he's here with us today to do this. So is there anything else you'd want to say to tee it up, Jeff, or shall we get right into it?
Well, I think we should get right into it. I think we're all teed up. I would just like to get everybody comfortable first. You ready, Matt?
I'm ready.
All right. So I can't see you, but if you're sitting in a chair, like me, I'm sitting in a chair, plant your feet on the ground kind of firmly. Not like a tree where you're pressed into the ground, but they're roots to ground you to the, to the earth. Your arms, if you have arms in the chair, relax. The whole point is that you don't want your hands to be in your lap. You want your hands free. And if you have no arms, just put them by your side and let them rest comfortably. If you're lying down, that's great. Lie down, take your shoes off if you want. Just get as comfortable as you can, okay? And start to begin to relax. And every time I say the word relax, oh, if you have tight binding clothes, undo your top button, that kind of thing. Undo the top button of your trousers if you have those on too. Get comfy. So let's start once more to begin to relax. And we do that with breathing. And I'm going to teach you a way to breathing. A lot of meditation that's like yoga, which is a form of meditation, asks you to focus and draw your attention up here. I'm trying to draw your attention into a comfortable, relaxed state. And the breathing for that is a little different. It's in for 2, 1, 2, out for 2. Don't hold at the top, hold at the bottom. So it looks like this. In for 2, out for 2, hold for 2. Now you try. And again, in for 2, out for 2, hold for 2. And as you start to breathe, you begin to relax more and more and more, okay? I want you to, this is going to begin to relax you. If there are noises in the outside, not a problem. You're just incorporating it in. And even if you can't pay attention to my voice, you'll hear it, your brain will hear it, and begin to be profoundly and more relaxed. What I'd like you to do now is begin to relax your body in a different way. I want you to tense up all your muscles for a count of 2. Ready? Tense them up. 1, 2, and breathe out and relax. Ready? Do it again. Tense up for 2. 1, 2, and now relax. Let's go back to our deep breathing. In for 2, out for 2, and hold for 2. Once again, in for 2, out for 2, hold for 2, getting more and more relaxed. relax. The goal here is to become totally and completely relaxed. If you want to close your eyes, that's fine. If not, stare at anything you want, stare at nothing. Just relax. Your mind will hear me. Relax it. Okay, becoming totally and completely more and more and more relaxed. Breathe again. In for 2, out for 2. Hold it and relax. Let go and relax. Becoming more and more totally relaxed. If you hear sounds from the outside, welcome. Okay? Let them relax you. Let those thoughts relax you. And as you relax, I want you to picture yourself sitting by a brook, and you can hear the running water and see the shimmering of the sun in the brook. It's peaceful. It's green. Keep your breathing up. In for 2, out for 2, and hold and relax, becoming more and more relaxed. Okay, as you sit by the brook, you see a waterfall. And next to the waterfall is a staircase. And that staircase has 5 steps down. In your relaxed state, you go to the staircase and you stand at the top, totally relaxed. And as you step down to the first step, you find that the relaxation becomes more and more profound. And you're going deeper and deeper into a relaxed state. And you are deepening that relaxation. You are totally and completely relaxed. But as you step to the 4th step down, that relaxation just increases. And you slow down. Your breathing is nice and calm and regular. And you find that the relaxation just deepens. Just relax. Relax. Take another step down that staircase, and you can feel yourself becoming more and more comfortable and move deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation. And you go to step 3, and then to step 2. And each step down takes you deeper and deeper into a relaxed state. And you feel calm, content, no anxiety, no distractions, just completely and profoundly relaxed. You reach the bottom step and step out onto a beautiful lakeshore. And you are in a profound state of relaxation. You feel wonderful and completely relaxed, utterly relaxed, just relax. This deep relaxation both calms you and energizes you. You feel wonderful, so rested and yet still so relaxed. You look up and you see that lake. And on that lake is a sailboat way in the distance. And you watch it sail, and it's beautiful. And the sun is gleaming on the water. Your breathing is steady. Your relaxation state is profound. And the sailboat comes closer and closer. And the closer it comes, the more relaxed you feel. Okay? And in the sailboat, as it draws to the shore, you see a beautiful envelope with your name written on it. You pick up the envelope and it's magically addressed to you. You open it up and it says, relax. And you relax even more. You take the envelope, you put it in your pocket, and you save it for when you need it and keep it close. You always know where to find that envelope when you need to relax. You take a minute, you sit comfortably, and you just relax, knowing that you can always return here and continue to relax. The relaxation continues to be totally profound. And yet, it's renewing. It's energizing. You feel ready to go back. You feel ready to take on the challenges in a relaxed state. And you always have next to you that relaxation invitation to return to this lake and relax and feel calm. So you go up the first step and you just feel wonderful. And what a sense of clarity you've become that accompanies this new profound relaxation. You just feel great. The sense of well-being is wonderful, calming, relaxing, soothing. You feel better than you felt. You can't remember when. More and more and more relaxed and focused. This feeling just intensifies as you go up to the next step, okay? And with just that one more step, you go to a feeling that's crystal clear and relaxed. And you go up the third step, and feel clearer, more focused, more energized. You feel like you've had a great night's sleep, uninterrupted, nothing bothering you, just more clear and more relaxed. And as you climb to the third and fourth step, this feeling intensifies. And you climb to the first step with a wonderful, clear relaxation treatment, feeling rested, feeling ready to take on the day. As you open your eyes and look around, take a deep breath in, hold for 2, out for 2, hold at the bottom. In for 2, out for 2, hold at the bottom. Now a real deep cleansing breath, and I want 3 of them. In for 2 deep, out for 2 deep, hold 2. In for 2 deep, out for 2 deep, and hold for 2. And the last one, and you just feel wonderful. In for 2, out for 2, and you're fully awake and rested and calm and peaceful. And remember, you have the power to go back whenever you want. All you have to do is use the word relax. When you're ready, let us know that you're back. Let Matt know, and we'll talk. The question is, of course, how do you guys feel?
Well, that was wonderful from my perspective, Jeff. Thank you. Is what comes to mind first and foremost, and it was quite an experience. I hadn't been through a guided meditation like that. I'll just put it out to the audience. If there are comments, questions.
Bunch of raised hands, Matt.
I see the hands. Go ahead, Valerie.
Valerie? You may be muted.
Yeah. Valerie, you may be muted. That may be on my. Should be able to unmute Valerie.
If not, press chat and put your question in the chat.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff. Atalia.
We have a Q&A.
All right.
The chat is disabled. Thank you, Atalia. That was great. Thank you, Sheila.
That's my fault. Sorry about that, Atalia. It's showing that you're unmuted on my end. This is a first for us, Jeff, so apologies for my
No problem.
lack of orchestration here. Are there any questions about Jeff, or maybe
Or
how to do this on our own, right? Do we need someone to lead us all the time, Jeff? Or
You don't. You don't. You can do the same thing with the breathing and very clearly, I planted what used to be called a post-hypnotic suggestion. So when it's triggered by the word relax, but it's really triggered by that note in your pocket. You can write yourself a note. If somebody comes to my office and I do this, I'll write them a note to take with them. Write yourself a note, look at it, and it will prompt you to relax. Given how stressful caregiving can be, this quick little 15-minute timeout just can be incredibly helpful as you go through your day. And what's cool, you can do it anywhere. You can do it in a restaurant. They may, you can do it in, because you can incorporate the noise in, but it's best done in a peaceful, you can do with your eyes closed, you can do with your eyes open. It's wonderful to go to sleep to, but even more wonderful to wake up to.
Yeah. The car is a place I would have done. I could have seen
Oh, that's a
myself
great
doing
idea.
it. I used to take little mini moments of refuge in my car, and but I wouldn't meditate. I would just sit. Maybe that's a form of meditation, but this would have come in really, really handy for me in moments like that.
Yeah.
Um,
We finally got Valerie. Thank you very much. Yes, the chat was disabled. Matt
yes.
fixed it. And the question and answers work great. Thank you. Anytime.
And there's another
Yours to you.
question, Jeff, sorry to jump in, but another question on how often we can do, how often we have to or should do this to keep us relaxed and renewed.
It's like anything else. The more you do, the more you relax, the better you get at it. If you practice it, it's the getting into the relaxed state happens quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. That's why people that meditate every day, and there are different types of meditation. This is a relaxation meditation, but there's focused meditation. And the more, where you meditate on something, like on a question or something. And the more you do it, the more relaxed you'll get.
Mhm.
If you do it daily, you will be able to call this up whenever you want it within a week,
Mm, I see. Okay.
right?
Yeah, that's yeah, and I kind of think of it as I've run one marathon in my life. I'll never do it again, but I'm glad I checked it off the list. But I remember getting this advice, just drink even when you're not thirsty. Just drink, 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 right? So the same sort of thing could apply. I can imagine just even when you don't feel like you need it, maybe trying to get in the practice of it um, could be beneficial. And there is a question. Yes, this will be recorded, and you will receive an email from Zoom with the recording. It will be just Jeff's image on the screen, thankfully, leading you through the meditation.
So you can use that. You don't have to download
That's
any
right.
app
That's right.
if it works
That's
for
right.
you. I'm glad it worked for those of you it did. Is there anybody it didn't work for?
Keeping an eye on. I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any raised hands on that question, Jeff, which I'll take as a good sign. And if
Yeah,
it
as
didn't
I
work,
say,
and if it doesn't work, I'd imagine it's okay, right? It's
well, if
everyone's
it doesn't
different.
work, the point is it did work.
Haha.
Um, because I'm not speaking to your conscious mind. I'm speaking to your inner mind or your subconscious mind or the part of you that gets anxious, right? So even if you don't have to go into the profound relaxed state, but you'll still, the more you do it, the more relaxed your body will become.
Hmm.
And the more renewing it'll be when you come out.
I see.
But yeah, that's the Ericksonian part. A guy named Eric Erickson, Milton Erickson. Eric Erickson was somebody different. Milton Erickson.
I love it.
Um,
I
yeah,
love
pretty cool. Cool stuff. I will
Well,
be honest with you, the first time I tried on the relaxation voice, you can't help but laugh. And then as you can hear, I can't get out of
yeah.
it.
I wasn't laughing. I wasn't laughing. Well, thank you so much, Jeff. Really, I'm
My
glad.
pleasure.
I'm glad we stepped out of our comfort zone a little bit here on the Caregiver Conversation series. This was really great. And we are at time, so I'll wrap up. This is a wrap for 2023. Um, I will. We're still working on the schedule for 2024, but the first session will be the third week of January. So keep an eye on your email um, for the 2024 schedule. So, and whatever peace and joy look like for you right now, we here at Carallel certainly hope you're able to find some of that um, throughout the holiday season and beyond into the new year. So, with that, we'll sign off. And thanks, Jeff, and thanks everybody for being here. Take care, everyone.